back at YouTube. This is your boy SCG Sports bringing you another video, and this is the love and hate segment that I'm gonna try to do after every Ravens game. So it's really hard to do this segment after the beatdown we did on the Bills. I thought we were gonna win. Didn't expect this. I mean, this was a pounding. But I'm gonna start with my hate since it's a smaller list. So my first criticism is for the coaching. I felt like Marty wasn't running the ball. You will think in this game of all the games, right? With all this weather, we were gonna run. We threw a lot, and I mean it was working, but I was like, where's the run? Where's the run? Felt like probably the stats will show like almost 50-50, right? But it's because at the end of the game we're just running to kill the clock. It wasn't like we were running through the game to set up the play action. Second one, just for the running back, Collins. I mean, he had a decent game, but that fumble, you need to know when to quit on that play. It was raining. He had that ball there exposed. He was asking for the fumble. He needs to make sure he grabs the ball. And you see the Ravens after that put Allen for a while before putting Collins again. Third one that I have is against Grant. Grant, he had that great return, but other than that, it was very pedestrian, very 3 or 4 yarders. Wasn't much in that muff ball. I think he needs to step up, meaning that he needs to be consistent. He has White behind him, right? So he needs to step up. He can't have fumbles. We saw it in the preseason. He can't have a muff ball. I know it was hard. I'm going to give him a pass. It was wet. It was raining, so I understand. It's pretty bad muff ball. And my last one, which was what I hated, really hated throughout the game, Skura. I saw a couple times Skura just getting pushed back to Flacco. I think that's our weakest link out of the 11. And I'm not a big Hurst fan. I'll take Hurst every time over Skura. Skura needs to play better. Actually, at the end of the game, and this is one of the things I love, but let me just start a little bit early with this. Bozeman played well. I thought Bozeman played better than Skura. So yeah, anyway, that's the stuff that I hate. Let's go with stuff that I love. The DBs. Well, the whole defense. Defense came to ball, and I've been saying this since the preseason. I think our defense is going to be spectacular. They took advantage of Peterman and Allen. By Allen, they were playing soft, but with Peterman, they took advantage of this guy. I mean, I felt bad at one point. I was like, yo, I just run it, just don't even attempt it, right? But let me say, the DBs. Wow, our DBs, and we're missing Smith, but Young was all over the field. 2 sacks. He played the ball well. He might be one of the top slot corners in the league. He was that good. Humphries played really well too against Benjamin. That ball, he helped swat it down. I think Humphries is gonna be legit. He continues his play from last year. And Carr, you know, he's probably, when Smith comes, he's the third corner and the outside. But he ran that route for I believe it was Benjamin. He played slow. He didn't look like he was in the game. Anyway, Carr run that route. He jumped the ball. He played well. Keeping the defense, Kenny Young, man, I love this kid. He played great. Every time I look, he looked fast. I think him and Mosley are gonna be a great duo because Mosley can then just be like a general on the field. Young can be worrying about that back coming out of the field, playing that tight end. He's so smart. He played well. And then our the D lineman was Hunting, Suggs, Tim Williams. I think Tim Williams, as the year goes by, he's gonna be amazing. He's gonna be great. I don't know what the Ravens are gonna do with all this depth, but great, right? Because injuries happen. Hopefully, nobody gets injured, but injuries happen. And the other guy that I think is playing really well is Zedarius, right? Zedarius, I actually put this on Twitter. He reminds me a lot of Perel McPhee. Remember McPhee, his last year, he's a contract year. This is a contract year for Z. Z has been progressing like McPhee did every year. I think Z is going to have a great year. the other thing is the receivers, right? I was surprised. Not that they played great, but all of them were engaged, right? That rollout from Flacco, deep pass, the other side of the field to Smokey Brown. Smokey Brown had a really good, at least first half, right? And then that touchdown in the back of the end zone. The safeties, I think they look confused. Smokey was wide open. Flacco put a dart there. Crabtree, oh my god, he dropped one ball that I was like, damn, crap. And then he made that insane throw. Flacco looked like, okay, let me just throw it there. Catch is great. If not, it's gonna be incompletion. I don't know how he put those 2 feet down. It was amazing. That's why we got Crab there. Crabtree was great. That was a great pass and a great reception. And then Snead was hustling throughout the game. I was happy when he got the touchdown. It's funny because he got the penalty in the play before, and then he made a great play. He pushed in. He got a touchdown. Another guy, guys, another guy that I think could play really well. I criticized him a lot in the preseason was Andrews. In the preseason, I was like, "Where's Andrews?" Because I heard a lot of things about Andrews being the catching tight end. He played well. He was looking for the holes at the beginning of the game. Flacco was looking for him. I think he had a really good game. Boseman and Seuss, they came at the back of the game. Seuss looked pumped. I think this guy's gonna take over the right tackle position in the next couple weeks. He looked good, and he looked like he really wanted to be there. He looked great. I mean, Boseman too. Like I said, the things I really didn't like how Skura played. Hopefully, Boseman can keep progressing. He looks better fit as a center. I mean, it could have been Bills were putting their backups, but I think I saw most of the starters still there when they were playing. So they both look good. Lamar did a really good job the time he was there. Nothing fancy. He had that one good throw. Nothing spectacular, but he did have good runs. He had that good throw. It was good that he had some game time, real game time, right? Not like gimmicky here, play there, play. He played for a little bit more than a quarter, where he can have some rhythm. Hopefully, Ravens can keep blowing up people, and he can play more, right? And guys, I can't believe I almost forgot about Joe Flacco. So I'm putting this portion at the end. I'm sorry, but Joe Flacco had a hell of a game. 34 attempts. He had 25 completions, 236 yards for 3 touchdowns. He was on point. He was great. If we get this Joe Flacco throughout the year, the Ravens can go all the way. I'm hoping we get it. I'm hoping this is a fire up Joe Flacco we can get, and he can keep just being consistent, right? I know we're not playing the Bills defense every week, but if we can get 236 yards, that's not impossible. I mean, that's not like over asking. And at least 2 touchdowns, I think we're gonna be special, guys. Guys, that's it. Follow me on Twitter, please. We can have great conversations. I try to stay up to date with Twitter. Any comments, put comments below. Follow me. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell, because if not, sometimes when I upload, you won't see it. See you next time. Peace.